Hello guys, the coronavirus has been spreading like wildfire. Though there are many restrictions on travel these days, we cannot avoid traveling. It may be because of work or due to some other unavoidable reasons. Now all of us do not have private vehicles, so we will have to depend on public transport vehicles such as bus, cabs, taxis, rickshaws, and even planes. So what are the things that you should keep in mind so that you stay away from coronavirus infection when you're traveling? That is coming up in this video. I am Dr. Prasoon and this is Dofudi. So let's get started. Point number one, what if the person who is sitting close to you is coughing or sneezing? What if you find that that person is not well? This is one of the most common questions that will be in your mind when you're traveling. Whether you are traveling in a bus, a cab, or even on a plane. If the person sitting next to you or close to you is unwell, then the first thing that you should do is to inform the crew, inform the driver and other passengers about this person's condition. Try to keep a distance of at least 3 feet from this person, and if you have a mask with you in hand, offer the mask to this infected person. This is very important because if the infected person is wearing a mask, then the transmission of the virus from that infected person to other passengers can be reduced very effectively. And that should be the thing which needs to be done instead of other passengers wearing a mask. If there are empty seats available, try to move this person to a place so that he is separated from the rest of the passengers by at least 3 feet on all sides. Point number 2, if you are traveling long distance and if you are using a train or a plane, then you will find it necessary to go to a toilet, a washroom. Now there are many studies which have shown that using public toilets is one of the most common source from where you can get the infection. So please be mindful of all the surfaces that you are going to touch with your hands. Disinfect the toilet seat, the door handles, close the lid before flushing, and wash your hands before coming out from the washroom with soap and water. Point number 3, prefer open type of transport vehicles. Not all of us have our own vehicles that we can use individually. Most often for commuting, we will have to depend upon public transport vehicles. And in that case, try to prefer and choose vehicles which are open with open ventilation, where the windows are open. Such vehicles should be preferred when compared to closed air-conditioned vehicles, even if it is a cab or a metro train. If the person who is sitting next to you or the person who is sitting in the same cab is coughing or sneezing, then ask the driver to roll down the windows so that you can convert it into an open vehicle where there is good ventilation so that the transmission of the virus from that infected person to you is reduced. Point number 4 is all about hand hygiene. If you can maintain a good hand hygiene, then you can stay protected from the COVID-19 or the coronavirus infection. The best and the most preferred method for maintaining good hand hygiene is to wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Make sure that you're cleaning all parts of your hand, including the area in between your fingers, the fingernails, and the back of your hand. The second most preferred method is to use a hand sanitizer, a sanitizer solution which contains at least 60% of alcohol. You can easily buy such hand sanitizers on online shops such as Amazon. You can find a link to such a product in the description box below and also in the cards. Remember to carry such a hand sanitizer in small bottles wherever you go, preferably in your pocket or in your bag. Point number 5. When you're traveling in a public transport vehicle, you cannot avoid touching some high-touch surfaces such as overhead pipes, support handles, armrest and all. So the thing that you should be doing first is to disinfect such areas. If you have a sanitizer or an alcohol solution with you, disinfect the handles, the armrest, the food trays, the magazines, and other devices and equipments that other passengers might have already touched and contaminated. This is very important because the virus can also transmit from these inanimate objects into your hands and from your fingers into your face and into your body when you unknowingly or accidentally touch your face. So avoid touching your face, your nose, your mouth, your lips, eyes, and ears. Most of us have this habit of touching our own face, and this habit should be controlled and, if possible, should be avoided. Just be mindful of what your hands is doing when you are out in the public. Point number 6, using a face mask. Ordinary surgical face masks and dust masks will not protect you from COVID-19 virus. On the other hand, it can give and boost your self-confidence. It can give you a feeling of protection. If you are finding it very difficult to get your hands on such masks, you can even use your hankies as a mask, because both of them will prevent you from dust and not from viruses. Only N95 mask is going to protect you from viruses, and that mask you cannot wear for more than 6 hours because it is uncomfortable, and it is meant only for healthcare workers who are caring for patients in the hospital. So unless you are a healthcare worker, do not stock up on N95 masks even if you are traveling on a regular basis. And finally, point number 7, say Namaste instead of shaking your hands when you greet someone. US President and other celebrities are saying Namaste these days when they greet people. And this is not because they love the Indian culture. This is just to reduce the transmission of the virus from one person to another. So these were the 7 points that you should keep in mind if you are traveling regularly. I have 3 more requests for you. First request is that if you have a cough, fever or cold or other symptoms indicative of the COVID-19, please do not travel, cancel your journey and stay at home. My second request is that if you have recently traveled to any countries where COVID-19 has been reported, please inform your travel history to the healthcare workers in your locality. And finally, my third request is that please share this video with your friends and family, and kindly consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't done already. I will talk to you guys in the next one. This is me, Dr. Prasoon, signing off. Take care, stay healthy, and thank you so much for watching.